Where is she?
She's on the sofa. She's still very upset.
Okay. Allie, honey. I'm so sorry about what happened to you, sweetie.
Emily, you're here. I heard that you were at the hospital.
Yeah. But you know what? It's just a bump on the head. I would never let that keep me from seeing my baby sister, you know. I'm okay. How are you?
I can't believe everything that's happened.
Is this the one?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I just can't believe that my baby's gone.
Yeah, I can't believe they haven't put Chris behind bars for pushing her down that ladder.
But I just don't get it.
I mean, what's there to get? I mean, the guy's got some serious issues with anger management.
What, honey? What don't you understand?
Right before I fell, I told Chris that the baby was his.
So what are you saying? Telling him about the baby had something to do with the fall?
Well, if I told Chris that the baby was his and then he pushed me, that means that it was okay for him, not just to hurt me, but to kill his own baby.
Oh, thank heavens you're home. Oh, honey.
Mom, I don't know when I've been so relieved to be here. Chicago seems like a million miles away.
You posted bail then?
Yeah, didn't seem unreasonable. Maybe that's a good sign. Tom, were you able to get a hold of the DA in Cook County?
Yeah, I just finished up with him.
You were really lucky that you two went to law school together.
Not lucky enough, I'm afraid. Nothing's changed.
They're gonna still press charges?
It looks as if Chris is going to be facing 2 charges. Assault and involuntary manslaughter of an unborn child.
No!
You know, I would never hurt a child, especially not my own.
We know you wouldn't, son.
And Allison, I mean, and no matter what she's done, I'd never hurt her.
Honey, I know you.
Maybe she was confused by the fall. But for some reason, or for whatever reason, she told the police that you pushed her.
Okay. That's just because she's confused about what happened, Dad. You know, and you know what? That I just need to go see her, and I need to set things straight. That's all.
Chris, no. You can't go see Allison. Not now. Not ever.
Great. What a hero, huh? Katie's supposed to give up everything and just run off with a man who starts threatening people when he doesn't get his way, huh?
Simon? What's going on out here?
Nothing.
I was just making it clear to Mike that you've made your decision.
Making it clear how? With your fists?
There are no words left, Katie. There is nothing left to say.
Oh, well, there is for me. I have something to say. To Mike.
Is anybody gonna answer me? Lily, what is going on here?
It's her. She's a big fake. I told you to apologize to this woman. For what? She's been talking like she's Aunt Rose all along. But I know it's a lie.
Lily, what are you thinking? It's late. Kids should be in bed. Instead, you're having her scared out of their minds.
It's Rose.
Enough of this nonsense already. It stops now. Do you hear me?
That woman was supposed to be talking like she was Aunt Rose. But she called me Luke. Aunt Rose always called me Luciana. Tell her to go, Dad. Or make Mom tell her.
I'm sorry the connection was broken. I know how much you want to talk to your sister. Can you get her back? I don't think so. With your husband's reaction, I just...
So Holden shows up and that puts a chink in the psychic network?
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Are you angry that I lost Rose?
I think my son was right. Rose never called him Luke. I mean, if you were really channeling Rose, you would call him by his nickname. I think you are deceiving me. I think this is a hoax.
Allison, sweetie, listen, how much do you really remember about what happened before the fall?
Why?
Because it sounds like you're a little uncertain about a few things. Maybe if you told me exactly what Chris said to you and exactly what you said, it might help.
Emily, ask me. I mean, I saw the whole thing.
Aaron, I know what you told the authorities, but I'm really interested in finding out what Allie felt, what she thought. So why don't you tell me what happened?
Well, I guess Chris followed Aaron to Chicago. Well, anyway, he showed up at this clinic where I got a job, and he got all up in my face. Just kept saying that the baby was his, and I tried to get away, but there was no place to go, so I went up on the roof, and there was these ladders, so I climbed down, and Chris was right behind me. But he kept saying for me to come inside.
Okay, well, you said you were trying to get away from him. Why? Was he threatening you? Or was he shouting at you?
No, I mean, I don't remember him shouting.
Allie, I need you to believe me, okay?
Yeah.
It's not a trick. I promise.
He told me to trust him. He told me to trust him. And then he...
Come on, please.
put
Take my hand.
his hand out. Did I take his hand? I think that I took his hand. I don't know. The next thing I remember is I was in the clinic, and
Emily, she's freaking
everyone
out.
was saying that my baby was gone. And
Honey, listen to me.
every time that I think about that, Emily, I can't even breathe.
Emily, she's freaking
I
out.
know
Can't
that,
just
and I
wait.
know
I'll
this
tell
is
you
hard
everything
for
you
you,
know.
but you have to think just what happened. The moment right before you fell, Allie, it's very important.
I'm not sure. Everything's just sort of just mixed up in my head.
Allison, you told the police that Chris made you lose your baby.
Well, yeah, he did. He chased me to Chicago, and that's why I had to hide. And he was mad at me for not telling him that he was the father. And he went there just to take away my baby. So, yeah, of course, he must have.
Why are you guys giving her the 3rd degree? Look, I told you, I saw what happened. Chris pushed her, she fell, end of story.
Aaron, can I talk to you for a minute? Alone? Aaron, I'm thinking you should go home tonight and you can check on Allison tomorrow.
I'm thinking I should stay. I mean, she still needs me. She's freaking
No,
out.
Allison needs to rest, Aaron. She needs to sort some things out.
I can help her do that.
No, Mom and I will help her.
I'm her husband.
Aaron, you are not her husband, okay? I mean, not really.
She still really needs me.
Why? To cover her tracks? I mean, come on, the two of you lying here only made things worse. Yes, Allison should have told Chris the truth from the very beginning. But you, Aaron, the minute you found out the truth, you should have put your ego aside and told Chris the truth.
Whoa. So you're blaming me for Chris acting crazy? You're blaming Allison for the shape she's in right now?
No. All right, look, all I'm saying is that Mom and I, Allison's family, Allison's real family, needs to take care of her now.
Hey, Allie, I'm gonna call you in the morning, okay?
Thanks.
Come on, Allie. You can't be that comfortable down here. I turned down your bed. Mom, before you send Allie upstairs, there's something I need to say.
What?
Allie, I know you're having a really hard time with this. But there's something you need to understand.
What?
You can't have any doubts about what happened with Chris. You have to be sure. Very, very sure.
Chris, if the DA in Chicago finds out that you had unauthorized contact with Alice...
Look, I have to talk to her, Tom. She has to know that I didn't hurt her.
Maybe you should wait until this situation is resolved.
Yeah, when will that be?
Well, if we're talking about a trial, a month. If you aren't cleared, heaven forbid, then, I don't know, maybe you're looking at a year.
Tom, I'm supposed to wait all that time to talk to her? What good is that gonna do?
Can Chris say what he needs to say in court?
Mom, I can talk to her now and convince her that she's confused about what Aaron said, and then we won't have to go to court.
Well, you may think that you can convince her, and what if you can't? What if you blast in there and upset her even more? Do you know how that's going to taint her testimony against you?
Look, Tom, she's confused about what happened that night, okay? It was dark, it was icy, and she wasn't trusting me at first, but it was starting to work, okay? She reached out to take my hand, and that's when she slipped and fell.
What is it about 2 felony charges that isn't sinking in? Do you get that one of those charges is for third-degree murder?
Chris, please, listen to your brother.
Yeah, your brother, who technically shouldn't be advising you. In fact, if the DA in Chicago... You know what, guys? This does not even leave this kitchen.
All right. Let's just everybody, take a breather. Take a breather, and let's, maybe I'll make you something to eat, okay? And then we'll sit down and we'll talk about a strategy.
You know, Mom, don't you see that I'm not interested in legal strategies right now?
I suggest you get interested.
Look, son, you could lose your license and never practice medicine again.
Dad, look at what has happened to Allison's life since all this happened. Okay? It's my fault because I've been so blind. I was so concerned about my career, my life as a doctor, my life as a Hughes. Look at her. Look at what happened to her. She's out of my life. I lost a baby that I never even knew. For the first time, I'm concerned about Allison. And that's what matters. And if you ask me, it's about time.
Come on, son, let's go in the other room for a minute.
Sweetheart, I know that you're just torn up about this, but you have to understand that Tom and your father and all of us are just trying to help you.
I know, Mom, and I'm grateful. But all I can think about is that night. You know, when Allison fell, if only I had...
Don't torture yourself. Don't do that. Don't think if only I'd held on tighter, you'd have saved the baby. Don't do that to yourself.
Mom, and I only knew that I was a father for what? A few hours? But still, it doesn't make it hurt any less. I know. And then there's Allison. You know, I still have feelings for her. After everything that's happened, I still care.
I wish there was something that I could do or say to make this easier for you.
Mom, I know that you're here, and trust me, it does make it easier. It really does.
My son, I love you so much. Oh, golly. Okay. Let's get you something to eat, all right?
No,
please?
Mom, I'm not hungry. Thank you, but truthfully, I just need to be alone.
Okay, I'm going in with your dad and Tom.
There's nothing you can tell me except that you're not going with him.
I told you I have to go.
And I told you that I'm not buying this whole I'm still married stuff. I don't even believe that you want to go. No, it's like you're acting out of an obligation. Sweetheart, I can look in your eyes right now and see that you're torn about leaving.
Well, if I'm torn, Mike, it's because I hate to hurt you. I just wish to God there was some other way.
There is. Say no to Simon. Let's get married like we planned. Is there anything I can say to convince you?
You know what you need to tell me? That you understand how much I'll always love you. Because I will. I will never stop. Mike, please. Just tell me that you believe me.
And make it easy for you to walk out of my life for good? Don't make me do that.
Well, I'm going with Simon either way. But I'm not going to have any peace unless I know that you understand how much I love you. And that nothing I said ever was a lie.
I know you wouldn't lie to me. I know that you love me.
Okay, then that's it.
Just like that, huh? I love you, you love me, but you're gonna leave with him anyway.
Well, I hate that it has to be this way, Mike, but it does. I have to.
I can't believe you think I've been deceiving you. What else am I supposed to think when you're tripping over something as simple as a nickname? If I didn't address your son the way Rose used to, I'm sorry. But this thing that happens to me isn't scientific, Lily. I can't cut it up into nice little bite-sized pieces. I didn't want to come here and contact your sister in the first place. I've never asked you for anything. Didn't stop you from taking my money. You forced that money on me. You want it back? I'll happily give you back the check. But you're the one who kept calling me. You had to bring your kids to me. I was just trying to help. You want to help me? Just leave.
Oh, no, you're not going anywhere. Until you tell me exactly what kind of scam you're pulling on my wife and kids.
I made a decision. I can't turn back now.
Yes, you can. Look, remember that moment when I slipped that ring on your finger? You remember how happy we were? And then think about everything that's gone down since Simon showed up. The guy couldn't even keep you safe in a church. You go with him now, all you're gonna get is more straight bullets to the windows.
Yeah, but every moment that I hesitate, Mike, every minute that I don't say this is what I want, I'm putting us in more danger. Once we're gone, there will be no more bullets.
You're just gonna turn your back on everything that we had.
No, I'm not. I'm never gonna forget us. I'm never gonna forget you. I did it. I had it engraved.
With all my love, Katie.
You've been a better friend to me than I ever deserved. You loved me and you watched out for me and you took care of me. And in my heart, I know that someday you'll find someone that will make you as happy as you've made me.
What time are you leaving?
First thing in the morning.
Guess you need a little time alone, huh? I'll see you later.
Sorry this is so difficult for you.
Oh, well, at least one good thing came out of it.
What's that?
Mike finally stopped trying to get me to stay with him. He finally accepted my decision to leave with you.
Margo, Katie's leaving town with Simon. We gotta stop him right now.
I found some of your things in there, toiletry stuff and a pair of jeans.
Oh, they must have been here from before.
Yeah, well, it's all packed and we'll have to do for now. You ready?
For what?
Well, it's not fair if we hang around here. We're leaving tonight, right now. How long did it take you to gather all the information you needed? Did you read those articles on Rose's death?
It wasn't like that at all. I just happened to meet your wife when I walked into that shop for a shampoo.
That shop has been closed for weeks.
How was I supposed to know that?
Because you've been casing the joint.
I don't know what you're talking about. I simply walked in. When I realized the place was closed for business, I turned around to leave. It was only then that I got my first feeling.
No, please. Save it for the infomercial.
Lois and I have been over all of this information.
And you still believe her? Even after she terrified her kids and couldn't get her facts straight?
I don't know what to believe. I do know that you're making things worse. I'm leaving. Hold it, get your hands off of her. Don't do that. Oh, God. What is it? You slept with her. You slept with Rose.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
Someone will go crazy once he smells a cat.
You know what? All the more reason not to go this alone. Katie needs all the protection she can get.
I have experience doing that. Take me with
You know what? There has to be a way to say goodbye to him and not put him in danger, and I'm not leaving till I find it.
No, Allison. This time you're gonna hear what I have to say.
What did you just say?
How did you know that? I don't understand it at all, but he slept with his sister-in-law. Oh, my God.
Who's feeding you this information?
No one has told me anything. And frankly, this is something I'd rather not know. It makes me sick. Wait, no, wait,
Lily, stop! Did you hear yourself? You're calling for some quack to come back here and tell you more
Did you hear what she said? She knows that you slept with Rose. That happened years ago. How else could she have known that unless Rose communicated it to her somehow?
I don't know. Somebody must have told her.
Who told her? My mother? You think Lucinda Walsh is going around town talking to Lois about you sleeping with Rose?
Lily, everybody in Oakdale knew. Somebody must have told her what happened.
Well, maybe it was Rose.
Why are you falling for this insanity?
I doubted her for a few minutes there while the kids were so upset, but they don't understand, and you don't want to. It's Rose out there somewhere trying to communicate to me.
Look, can we just drop this for a minute? We need to get back to the house. We need to relieve my mother. She's with the kids. Forget about Lois for now.
Wait,
What?
Nothing.
This is where Dusty can reach me. Tell him I can start work as soon as possible, okay? Luce.
Hi.
Hi.
I was just looking for my father. Have you seen him?
No, I haven't seen him.
What are you doing in town? I heard a rumor you were leaving with Allison.
Yeah, well, that's not exactly, what happened. It doesn't matter. Anyway, we're back now, so.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
No.
I'm sure you're really busy, and between work and the baby, I know my dad and Rosanna always have their hands full with Cabot. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go.
No, Luce, hold on, please. There's something you should know. You're gonna find out sooner or later, so I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? Allie lost her baby.
Oh. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I know you probably don't believe that coming from me, but I am. You would have been a great father.
I wasn't the father.
What?
The baby was Chris's, not mine. Because of that, everything got messed up.
I don't know what you want me to say. I told you what I remember.
Allison, do you realize how serious these charges are Chris is facing?
Why are you more worried about Chris Hughes than me?
Honey, I'm not. Believe me, I know what you're going through is a terrible thing. It is. It's a tragedy. But if you go and accuse Chris of something and he didn't really do it, it's only going to make matters worse.
I don't think it even matters to you what Chris did.
Of course it matters. Why would you say that?
Because you think that this is all my fault.
Honey, that's not what I think. We don't think it's your fault. Where is all this coming from?
The two of you only feel sorry for me because I lost my baby, but you're mad at me because I lied to you and Aaron and everyone else about the baby.
No.
And the father. And if I hadn't done that, then I wouldn't have gone to Chicago and none of this would have happened.
Honey, that is not my point.
Don't you think that I wish that I could change everything? I do, because then my baby would be here, but I can't change anything. I can't, okay? So just leave me alone. Both of you, just leave me alone.
Allie, we're gonna go make you some soup or something, all right? Try to relax, okay? We'll talk about this later.
No, Allison. This time you're gonna hear what I have to say.
Hold, I'll come back as soon as I find my purse. I know it's down here somewhere. I'll be back soon, I promise. Oh, Lois, I wish you were there. I hate to leave this on your machine. I'm very sorry for what happened here tonight. I need you to come back here, please. I need you to help me contact Rose just one more time.
When the report came in that there were shots fired at the church, at first I thought maybe we should, but then, you know, when they didn't find anyone there.
Well, whoever fired those shots is after Simon. Or now he says it was only a warning, but Margaret, we could have died right there. You know, we got out there before the cops came, but now Katie has made this insane decision to go with him.
What is she thinking?
She's not. She keeps talking about honoring her marriage vows. So what it is an obligation. She feels this obligation to go with him.
I don't know. Well, how can Simon do this to her again? How can he put her life in danger again? Doesn't he know that she almost died trying to save his life once? Both of you almost died.
He doesn't care. He wants Katie. Nothing else matters to him.
Okay, there. Got it. The file on Bartleby Shear's murder.
I thought you let that slide.
Yeah, I did, for Katie's sake. Simon murdered Bartleby to protect Katie. I buried the file to protect Katie, but I guess now it's time to resurrect it. Okay, got it. A warrant for Simon's arrest. That way he can't take Katie anywhere. Shanks!
You taking a uniform?
Yes, it's procedure.
Simon will go crazy once he smells a cop.
You know what? All the more reason not to go this alone. Katie needs all the protection she can get.
I have experience doing that. Take me with
you. You know what? I don't have any time to argue with you, all right? It's you and me, Kazanoff. I'm driving.
You heard Mike. He's expecting to see me again before we leave the country. I can't just leave without saying
goodbye. It's better
goodbye.
off for all concerned if we leave tonight. Okay, my contact will meet us. Look, the less Mike knows, the better off he'll be.
Yeah, but...
Look, I'm not blind, Katie. I can see how much you care about the guy. Okay, leaving now is for his own safety as well.
All right, fine. It makes sense. The less Mike knows, the better. But just to leave, I can't do that.
Listen, Katie, we do not have time for any long goodbyes.
It doesn't have to be long. But to just take off without saying goodbye, no. There has to be a way to say goodbye to him and not put him in danger. And I'm not leaving till I find it.
Well, if I were prosecuting this case, it's the exact tactic that I would use. Which is why it's...
Chris? Chris? What? His coat's gone.
You know, I advise him not to do something, and it's exactly what he does.
You think he went over to Allison Stewart?
I bet money on it. I'll give Susan a call.
Oh, Tom.
Was I not clear enough about how seeing Allison would jeopardize this case? This could blow up in his face.
No, I know, but you know, this is about more than just setting the record straight for Chris.
Really? What does that mean?
It means that he still has feelings for Allison. I wish he didn't. But he's a grown man, and he knows his own mind. As long as he feels this strongly, no matter how much we want to, there's not a thing in the world that we can do to keep him away from her.
I don't know why you're even here. We don't have anything else to say to each other.
I had to see you.
Why?
I had to see if you were okay.
That's a lie. You only came here to yell at me because I told the police that you killed our baby.
Look, that's not true, Allison. Okay, I didn't push you. I could never do that.
Just go, please.
Look, Allison, look at me. Allison, you know what kind of man I am. Look me in the eyes and tell me that you believe I made you lose our baby. Allison, I could never hurt our baby. I could never hurt any child. But even more, I could never hurt you like that.
No, what Aaron said.
Look, when I held out my hand to you and I told you to trust me, I meant it. Okay? I just wanted you and the baby to be safe. Because...
Why? Why was I supposed to believe you then, and why am I supposed to believe you now? For months, you were mad at me for being too young, for messing with your head, and then for sleeping with Aaron, and then you found out that I lied to you about the baby. So now I'm supposed to believe that you cared whether or not the baby was safe, that I was safe? Why?
Because, Allison. Because I love you.
When she left, he was devastated.
Your marriage, it's over. And the sooner that you accept that, the better.
Now she's back.
I miss this face.
I've missed you too.
And he'll do whatever it takes.
Why can't we just pick up where we left off?
We could, but I won't.
To hold on to her.
You're not going anywhere.
The bold and the beautiful.
So after Chris found out, he followed me to a clinic in Chicago.
And that's where Allison fell.
That's where the jerk pushed her.
Yeah, but Chris he just always seemed so calm. I can't believe he would do something like that.
Yeah, well, I know what I saw.
Well, did he go crazy? I mean, he's a pediatrician. He would have known what that would have done to the child. I mean, his child. It's just hard to believe. And again, I have a hard time believing a lot of things.
You talking about me?
Well, you knew you weren't the father, right?
Yeah.
You waited till now to tell me the truth?
Luce, I've wanted to tell you. Remember that time at Al's? I was gonna tell you right there and then, but then I saw you with that guy.
So instead, you just asked me if I would give it another chance, if you could just magically take it back.
No, look, that was, okay, I'm sorry, that was a mistake. It doesn't, it doesn't even matter anymore because Allison...
Allison what?
It was important to her that nobody know the real deal.
I see.
No, Lucy.
Aaron, I'm sorry. I'm sorry Allison lost her baby, and I'm sorry things turned out so badly, but when did you become the guy who lied because Allison wanted you to?
It's over now, Luce.
Could have been over a long time ago.
What are you saying?
Saying maybe you were more caught up in Allison's drama than you knew. I don't even think you know how caught up in it you were.
I don't believe you, not after everything that happened.
Allie, come on in and get some soup, sweet. What are you doing here?
I came by to see Allison, to explain everything that happened.
Chris, you know you shouldn't be here.
And I didn't want him here. He just barged in, and now he's saying all kinds of things.
You better leave right now.
Not until Allison hears me out.
No, I don't want to hear you out.
Allison, I didn't push you.
Chris, I don't want to call the police, but I will if I have to.
No, just go, please.
Allison,
Go.
what about what I just said?
Chris, come on.
I don't want to see you.
You heard
Come
what
on,
she
you
said.
gotta go.
Please, let's go. Don't make this worse than what it is. Let's go.
Allison, I'm not gonna give up until you see the truth.
Come on.
Okay? Because I was just trying to save you. I love you, Allison. I love you, and sooner or later you are gonna see that. I swear you will.
Lois, it's Lily again. I'm sorry to leave you all these messages, but when you get them, can you please just call me back? I need to see you. Hello? Please stop calling me. Tonight was very upsetting, and I'd rather not repeat it. I'm sorry. Lois, I'm sorry that I doubted you. I'm sorry that my husband said all those awful things. Nevertheless, I'd prefer it if you didn't call me again. Well, Holden, he's just very stressed out because of me, and he's just trying to protect me. Please, just don't let him put you off. I believe in you. You just have to help me contact Rose just one more time. Please, Lily, not tonight. I'm exhausted. Well, maybe sometime in the future. What is it? Did you feel something? Yes, but I'm sorry. I don't think we should do this now. Just tell me, is it Rose? Is she back? I have this feeling that she's very close to you right now, and oh God, I can't do this. I have to go. Lois! Lois, what did you mean, Lois? Holden? Holden, are you out here? Rose, wait.
Okay, I'll take the bedroom. Katie?
Don't worry about it, they're gone.
Why do you say that?
The only reason Katie would leave this is to say goodbye. Where the hell did he take her?
On the next As the World Turns.
We gotta face it, Mike. At this point, Katie could be anywhere.
Okay, I never got to celebrate our baby with you. I'm not gonna let you mourn it all alone.
My partner and I wish to ask you and your partners for a favor.